equals 5t, then 6t equals something here, okay? Now this one's tricky. If they were just asking for t and not 6t, right here, and this is why this question is tough. If they were just asking for t, just plug in the answer choices for t and see what gives you a true statement, obviously. But they're not asking us for t here. They're asking us for 6t. So we have to know what t is first, or at least have a good approximation before we find out what 6t or 6 times t is, okay? So this is one of the few questions where just kind of plugging in the answer choices here isn't going to be particularly useful, one of the few exceptions. In fact, it's the only one on the official released TSI test where you can't just plug in the values and figure it out. But I want to address it because there's a good possibility you might see one of these questions here on the TSI. Okay, so first let's talk about solving this using sort of the basic estimation and basic logic that we've used throughout this course. Okay, I want to focus on this equation right here, 3t minus 7 equals 5t. Okay, and I want to see if we can't just kind of come up with some of our own values for t and just kind of see if we can come up with an estimate, maybe even find exactly what t is. Okay, although I think the best we're going to be able to do in this question here is come up with an estimate. But let's try it. Okay, I'm going to plug in some values for t. Okay, and just see what happens. Okay, when I do that. So I'm going to plug in a 1 for t to start. I'm going to make t equal 1. When t equals 1, I can rewrite this equation here as 3 times 1 minus 7 equals 5 times 1. Okay? Okay, let's simplify this here. 3 times 1 is just 3 minus 7, which gives us 5. Simplified, I get negative 4 equals 5, which obviously is not a true statement. Okay, not even close. So let me increase t. I'm going to make t2. I'm going to see what happens, see if I can get closer to a true statement. Okay, so t is no longer 1, t is going to be 2. And I'm going to plug in a 2 for t into this equation. So I get 3 times 2 minus 7 equals 5 times 2. Okay. Okay, simplified here, I get 6 minus 7 equals 5 times 2, which is 10. 6 minus 7 is negative 1 equals 10e. Okay, I'm just as far away, maybe even a little farther away. That's just not a true statement. Let me try one more. I'm going to make t equal 3 and see what happens. Because I think I'm going to have to go negative here. Let me double check. Make t equal 3. 3 times 3 minus 7. Again, this is just a big experiment. I'm just seeing what happens here. Seeing if I can find out what t might be. I get 9 minus 7 equals 15. 9 minus 7 is 2 equals 15. I think I'm getting, the values are getting farther apart. Values are getting farther apart. And I'm guessing that's continue. And I'm looking at now, of course, I'm multiplying t by 5. So the bigger t gets, the bigger the difference. Here I'm multiplying t only by 3. So the bigger the number, the bigger the difference. So I'm going to have to go negative here. Some negative numbers. I mean, I can look at it and plug in a 0, and I'm looking 2. Let's see what happens. I mean, I can look at it and plug in a 0, and I'm going to get negative 7 equals 0. So that's got me going in the right direction. They're getting closer there, but I'm going to go negative. I'm going to plug in a negative 1 in for t. Let's see what happens. Okay. So t is going to be negative 1 now, and I get 3 times negative 1 minus 7 equals 5 times negative 1. And I get negative 10 equals negative 5. Those are a little bit closer than what we've been dealing with previously. It's a good sign. We make t negative 2. Let's see what happens. So t is negative 2. Plug it in. Again, I'm just looking at this question like a big experiment. That's all this is. You got all the time in the world in TSI. Just play around with equations like this. 5 times negative 2. Okay, negative 6 times negative 2 is negative 12, minus 7 equals negative 10. I get negative 19 equals negative 10. Ooh. I don't like that. try negative 3. T equals negative 3. I get 3 times negative 3 minus 7 equals 5 times negative 3. This is looking good here. So I'm going to get negative 9 minus 7, which gives me negative 16, which equals negative 15. Ooh! Ooh! I'm close. I'm real close. I'm real close. Okay. I don't know what T is, but I know right now it's close. It's really close to negative 3. Okay. I think that's going to be good enough to solve this equation. Okay. I think it's going to be good enough. So let's plug in a negative 3. C, which is the correct answer choice. Okay. Once again, even if you don't know algebra, if you know arithmetic, you can solve this problem. If you look at it the right way, approach it the right way. Okay, just test values. Just test values. Okay, you're gonna find it. Yeah, did it take a while? Yeah. Are you gonna get it? Yeah. And it won't take as long as having to retake the TSI 2 or 3 times, as many students do. You can solve this using arithmetic. I recommend it. Those of you, bold souls, who are algebraically inclined, I do want to address the algebra here. I'm going to show you how to do it. I don't recommend it.